Hey y'all, how's it going? Free counseling session for me, and maybe it'll benefit some of you. I was just thinking how my ex-husband wanted a totally fit, totally toned woman, and I met him online. And his online dating profile said, if you don't go to the gym, don't bother messaging me, because he wanted a gym rat. But he also wanted kids. And now I'm kind of dating again, and I was thinking I should ask all these guys online, do you want a woman with the perfect body, or do you want kids? Because you cannot have both. Although I will say Katy Perry somehow managed to pull it off. She had a kid 2 years ago, and now she looks like she never even had a kid. I don't know how people do that in Hollywood. Something. I don't know. I mean, probably a liposuction, some kind of plastic surgery. You know what irritated me my whole life? I have an uncle that lives in Vegas who's literally like 350 pounds. My aunt had 3 kids for him. I think after her 3rd kid, he wanted her to get a tummy tuck. And I knew about that ever since I was in high school. And I was like, seriously? He gets to be 350 pounds? He might even be 400 pounds. But she's got to get a tummy tuck? Really? But that's Vegas, baby. All the women, yeah, and it doesn't help in Vegas. People see the billboards all the time of the Vegas showgirls. I know all about that because I've been to Vegas many, many times because my aunt lives out there with her ginormous husband. Anyways, I guess my whole life I was like, I'm not going to be like that. I'm not going to accept that double standard in any relationship I'm in. If the guy wants me to be toned, have a perfect body, he better have a perfect body too. And I guess that was an issue for me and my baby daddy, was he lost his tone. But I guess I did because I had a kid, which this is like a thing. Why is it that all men who have a pregnant woman as their woman, why do they all get fat? It's like, okay, I had a baby, that's my excuse. But why did you get fat? You didn't have a baby. Yeah, I don't know. Some people call it sympathy weight. Sympathy weight, courtesy weight, so that the woman won't feel so fat, then the man gets fat. But then the woman's just like mad that the man got fat. Because, yeah, what's his excuse? What's his excuse? I mean, the stress of having a baby in the house. Okay. Even though with my ex, he didn't have to change any diapers. Maybe 2 times he changed a diaper. He didn't have to do anything in regards to raising our son. So he can't really say that he got all that fat from stress. I remember when we first moved in together into this house, he said his grandma had 4 fridges full of food. And I was like, holy crap. I was like, how are you not like 300 pounds? Which I've never been like that. I always have like a bare minimum. I don't like having tons and tons of food in my house because I don't want to get super fat, My mom was always very moderate. My mom was super moderate about her eating. We would just have a very basic, small dinner. She was big on tuna, so I would eat tuna sandwiches for lunch a lot. I mostly would snack on Wheat Thins. All my friends at school would be eating chips and drinking soda, and I would just have Wheat Thins. Because I wanted to stay looking attractive. I mean, I was hoping to have a boyfriend, have a family. It didn't happen for me until I was 28 because, I don't know. I just, I didn't find anyone that I matched with. It's hard to find somebody that you match with. And I met my baby daddy on Match, ironically. We mostly matched. Well, he grew up skateboarding. I grew up rollerblading. He went to private school, pre-K through 3rd grade. I went to a private Christian college. He's like slightly part Native American. I am also slightly part Native American. He grew up an only child. I was an only child in high school because it was just me and my mom. Ironically, our grandmas went to the same college it was a private Christian college here in Texas. What are the odds? Yeah, I kind of saw that as a sign that it was meant to be. Anyway, so we got along pretty well until our child came along. And then I wanted to cuddle with my son, but he wouldn't let me. And then we had disagreements over formula versus milk. He wanted formula till our son was a year. I was like, we can start milk earlier because the formula is so freaking expensive. But so we had some conflict over that. But mostly we were okay. You know, he had his drinking issue, which I know that's how he got chubby. You know, now he has a beer belly because he's more in love with beer, I think, than me or anybody. So, yeah, and he needs to go to AA. Like, my feeling now is, like, you can be married to beer, or you can have me and your kid back. Like, you decide. You know, but as long as he's married to beer, he's just going to get an even bigger and bigger beer belly. I had an uncle that was an alcoholic. He was probably at least 300 pounds, and he had, like, the biggest beer belly you'll ever see. But, you know, my aunt stayed with him because they had 3 kids together. And I guess that's what most women do. They're just like, well, yeah, a big guy is better than no guy. Is it? Is it? I don't know. An alcoholic guy is better than no guy. Is it? I don't think so. I mean, I guess that was my attitude for 2.5 years. Well, I'll take my alcoholic boyfriend. It's better than no guy. Yeah, or it's better than, you know, living with my brother, which I could have done. This whole time I could have gone to live with my brother, but he's not the nicest person in the world, so I dealt with having an alcoholic boyfriend, you know. And many times I have asked God, why on earth did he let that man get me pregnant? I don't know. I think because redemption is possible. He was going to AA at some point. This was like years ago, and I believe that he will go. Pray with me. Dear God, I pray that my ex will go to AA. In Jesus' name, amen. I really want him to go every single day. Make some friends. I think that's what happens is like I said in my last video, food becomes your friend or alcohol becomes your friend when you have no friends. You know? And it's true. It's true. Anyway, so he needs to go to AA. He needs to make some friends. He doesn't have a dad. His dad died 10 years ago. He doesn't have a grandpa. He doesn't have an uncle. He doesn't have even a guy cousin. You know, it's just all he's got is his mom and his grandma. And he did have me. But he needs guys, you know. Every man needs guy friends. Anyways, so pray that he will find that and get clean and sober. God loves y'all. God bless. Bye.